Hey guys, so I wanted to just shoot a quick video of little modification I made for my Kubota. I've got a B2601, and this is something I've been thinking about doing for a while. And I've seen a couple guys who have modified their brush guard, and the one that I kind of like best. There's a gentleman, I think it's GP Outdoors up in Canada, who I saw do this, and I basically just copied what they did, but from the factory, your brush guard, basically all you have is just these two horizontal bars. And the concern that I have, which is the same that the other gentleman had, is I use my grapple on this thing a lot. I do a lot of work with moving trees and branches and piles of branches and that sort of thing. And I've always been a little bit afraid that I'm just going to, you kind of get going fast, and I'm afraid that I'm going to attack a big brush pile. And I was afraid that having this thing on here, I was going to run a branch right up through the grill or through the brush guard, which isn't really much of a guard from the factory, and run something through my my radiator or my battery. So I just got some expanded metal and basically I kind of rough cut it. Well, first what I did, I actually took a piece of, it was 3/4 inch by 1/8 inch bar stock, and I kind of bent it to fit that profile of this top bar here, and then I welded it. You can see I welded the inside there. It's a terrible weld, but I did weld it. That way it gave me something to actually tack the expanded metal to, because this stuff is real thin. It's only like 1/8 inch, and I didn't think it was going to be able to get that tacked on there, so I wanted to put a little bit of reinforcement there just so I had something to weld to, and had to kind of custom bend it to fit the grill guard. And I just put it on the bench and just kind of kept bending it with my hand until I got it pretty close to where I needed it to be. And so anyway, did that, laid it out, tacked it in, and I feel a lot more comfortable now when I'm working in those brush piles, and I'm not gonna accidentally run something through my radiator. So pretty simple modification, but I think it's one that's definitely worth taking the time. I first was gonna take some plate steel, and I was actually gonna make it look like a truck grill or an old car grill or something. Put like some 1.5-inch plate steel and space those out every inch or so. But really, I think in terms of protection and coverage, I think this actually probably gives you the best protection. So decided to go this way. So anyway, I just got it painted up. In fact, I got a couple wet spots on here that I missed that I just touched up a little bit, and I didn't go. I might regret this, but I just got a regular can of Krylon orange instead of spending the money on my Kubota orange, and I guess once it gets a coat of dirt on it, it won't be so noticeable, but it is a little bit noticeable right now. But anyway, that's fine. It's just a tractor. So one thing that I did notice when I test fit this before, there was these two, the large part of the brackets, there was from here all the way to the bottom, there's nothing restricting them, so it was real easy to squeeze that onto that frame. But now, since I measured it and I tried to get as close as possible, but since I tacked the steel on there, it's really kind of tight, so I actually have to put a clamp, kind of a reverse clamp on here, spread it a little bit so I can squeeze it onto the tractor to make it fit. So I'm going to do that here now. It's not as tight as I thought it was. Clean it out of the way. definitely snug. It's alright though. Everything had to be a little snug and too loose. Alright, so there you have it. Other than the orange not being a perfect match, I think it's going to be good. So you can see how, like I said, with that grapple on there, there's very little protection. I think this is going to be a lot better. An errant stick comes in and tries running through there, will get stopped, and I might end up bending the metal a little bit, but I'd rather do that than wreck my radiator. So anyway, just a little tip. I know that there's, like I said, there's some other ways that I've seen guys do this, but I think this will be pretty effective and improvement on what we got from the factory. So thanks for watching.